Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award-winning Fearless Tarot and the upcoming Tarot in Love, Consulting the Cards and Matters of the Heart, which is now available for pre-order wherever books are sold. It is time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of 3 different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and just ask yourself which animal is calling to you, because that animal has your message. And the 3 animals were the Narwhale, the tiger, and the giraffe. So if you're just joining me now, ask yourself which animal's calling to you, and that animal will have your message. First animal is the noble narwhale, and the card says resilience, creativity, and uniqueness. And narwhales are unique. They're called the unicorns of the sea. And the unicorn is a mythical creature, and yet it kind of is embodied in this real-life animal. Whale traditionally has to do with history, your personal history. And when we have that magical twist to this, the narwhal could be asking you to plumb the depths and to get back in touch with what's inspiring and magical within you at this time. It might be time to reconnect to that voice that's calling you back towards your own magical persona. First card for Narwhale is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And speaking of uniqueness, we get the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands shows a figure who's taking the high road. But if you look closely, he's also wearing 2 different shoes. This means he's a nonconformist. He goes his own way. So he's a really fitting card for the Narwhal. And what this indicates is that what's in front of the Narwhal people for the next week is that you're having a choice. You have to make a choice. You have to take the high road for yourself. You have to stand up for your integrity, your best life, what it is that you want. It's not what other people want or what other people think you should do. The 7 of Wands asks you to be true to yourself and to stand up for those values because you totally deserve to live the life that you want to live at this time. So when I see the 7 of Wands, I want to give you permission to go outside of the lines and to go outside of the expectations others may have on you, or impositions that might have been placed on you in the past, and instead ask yourself what you truly want and to go forward with that. The second card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom. And we do get the Hangman, which implies that if you do go forward with this path and you do choose what your heart's desire really is, there is a sacrifice that's required. The Hangman has sacrificed the use of his legs temporarily as he's hanging upside down from the branches of the tree of wisdom. And as he's hanging upside down, all the energy's pulling to his head, which is starting to glow, which indicates that this new perspective is giving him wisdom. The non-action is giving him wisdom as well. I think the Hangman could really just indicate that this is going to be a time where you really have to give up a sense of pushing forward or pushing ahead or accomplishing something huge in order to turn inward and in order to get back in communion with whatever your truth is at this time. And so the Hangman will say that although a sacrifice is required, that sacrifice will always be rewarded. And sometimes we do have to let go of the past in order to make room for the new things that are trying to find their way to you. But both of these cards are symbols of integrity and of doing the right thing, even if it leads to discomfort. This figure is obviously uncomfortable. He's defending his position from these nameless, faceless people who are trying to knock him down. The Hangman is obviously uncomfortable because he's hanging upside down by 1 foot, and yet he's not suffering. And he's not suffering. And so there is this sense that the discomfort that you've been avoiding so much is the very thing that you want to push through, because that's going to get you back in alignment with your own unique path and your magic. And then the mythic archetype that's going to help you is Themis. She's the goddess on this card that is of natural order. And in ancient Greece, she was the goddess of justice and balance. She's the goddess of the rightness of things. And what this could indicate is that you're needing to tune inward to your own personal honor code, your own morals, ethics, values, whatever it is that you might feel like you've been out of touch with, and instead apply them to your current situation again, even if the pathway forward forces you into a little bit of discomfort. Next, we're going to go into the Tiger card. And the Tiger says willpower, strength, and resolve. And tigers are powerful. So this could be a time where you're really aligning with not only that camouflage, the tiger's striped and can kind of blend in. It can be an understated animal until it pounces. This might be a time when also you're just kind of holding back, you're coiling your energy, you're getting ready to make your move on something, although you may not be calling much attention to yourself at this time. This is going to be something that comes up in time. And when the moment is right, you are going to be strong. You're going to make your move. First card for Tiger is where it's best to place your focus. And we get the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups shows that figure who's rather satisfied with himself. He's set up the 9 golden cups like a trophy behind him, all in a row. The Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction, but it's also a card of wishes coming true. And it's not because of good luck or anything like that with the Nine of Cups. It's because of the preparation. I think there's that old saying, good luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So this could be the time when you're getting all your ducks in a row. You're getting everything arranged just the way you want it to go before you're able to really enjoy that banquet. And then finally, the Nine of Cups can just indicate that you want to spend the time right now to be satisfied with what you're accomplishing. You don't want to look ahead to years from now to finally start enjoying your life. The banquet is spread before you. And although you can make preparations for future goals, this is also a time to enjoy the current things that you've already accomplished. The next card is going to be advice from your inner wisdom, and we get another jovial cups card in the Three of Cups, which shows the 3 graces from Greek mythology. They are called the charites in Greek, where we get our word character from, and charisma, and charm. And so the 3 graces are really asking you to conjure up your charm, to use your charisma, to elevate the energy, and inject that into whatever you are trying to prepare in your life. If you come to your tasks with positive energy and you just infuse it with that, it's going to go so much better for you. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's helping you is Chiron. He's the god of healing, the centaur. In the astrology chart, he appears as a key. And so this could be a time when you're really unlocking your own charisma, your own plans for the future in order to create healing for you. And then finally, we got the graceful giraffe, and the card says growth, foresight, and vision. So if you're attracted to the giraffe, this could be a time when you're rising above your current situation and you're looking at it from on high, and you're really getting that perspective as well. First card for giraffe is where it's best to place your focus, and look at that. We got the magician who's reaching high with the wand above him and channeling his higher self. This is going to be a time when the magician comes up where you absolutely want to be conscious of where your thoughts are dwelling, because the thoughts you have are magic spells. They're going out in the world and they're creating what you're experiencing. And the beauty of this card is when you're conscious, when you're aware, when you're alert to where those thoughts are going, you have some agency and control over where you're allowing them to dwell. And you can shift and put that focus somewhere where you're actually going to manifest the thing that you truly want. This is really going to be a powerful time for giraffe to manifest their higher self, their greater will, and to reach into something higher within themselves. The advice from your inner wisdom is to be patient for the giraffe. We have the Knight of Pentacles, who is the only knight who's on that horse that is not moving forward at this time. He can indicate a stall. There's also those brown fields behind him. He's really frustrated. He wants to get those to grow, and they're not bearing fruit quite as quickly as he'd like. And so this can indicate be patient. Your higher goals will happen. They will manifest, but you need to keep your thoughts on track. And you can't get distracted or disturbed or frustrated with whatever feels like it's not moving forward at this time. A watched pot never boils, so it might be time to divert your attention from the thing that isn't growing right now into the part of your life that is showing growth and opportunity. And then finally, the mythic archetype that is going to help you. There he is again, Odysseus, our good friend, who's on that 20-year journey to get back home. There is this sense for a giraffe that you're also on a journey back to your home, to yourself, to who you really are. And that journey isn't always going to be easy. You're going to go through the high highs and the low lows. It's the whole hero's journey for you. And sometimes it can be a bit frustrating. You might feel a little stuck. And yet you can always turn to your spirit, to your higher self, and let spirit pick your moves, and you will win the game. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. For those of you who couldn't join me at Tarotpalooza, I had a wonderful time. I'm still on this high from all the teachers and all the learning we did. And if you want to purchase a recording of Tarotpalooza, there is a link in my stories on Instagram and also in the description box. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week, and I do hope you have a good week, so take care.